everybody, it's Andrea Gomoll again. Today I have another scrapbook page, scrapbook layout for you, which we are going to create together in this video. The main technique I want to show you is how to create a nice, fun background just by using your Faber Castell gelatos and some of the Faber Castell gel medium. And we're gonna use those and create a nice fun background design with a stencil, and then we're gonna finish off this scrapbook page with some nice watercolor looking paper strips, and we're going to color those wooden veneers also with the gelatos. So there are a couple of small but fun techniques in here, and yeah, in the end we're gonna have this scrapbook page, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy the video, and yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, so first of all we're gonna create a colored gel medium, and we're gonna use the Faber Castell gel medium and some color which I'm gonna scrape off a gelato stick. I'm using the snow cone one, which is a nice aqua tone. So first I'm using a non-sticky craft sheet and some of the gel medium. And just using some of it. I'm putting it on my craft sheet, and next I will use my gelato stick and just using a craft knife or a scissors or whatever you have on hand to just scrape off some of the color. Try to not scrape off, big chunks, but just very small flakes of the color. And then just use a brush or a small spatula, whatever you have on hand, to mix the gel medium and the gelato flakes. And you really have to mix it very good so the flakes kind of resolve in the liquid to just give off or give the color to the gel medium. Alright, and the next thing we're gonna do, we want to create this gel medium, color gel medium, and another little puddle of just watercolor. So you scrape off again some flakes of the gelato, like that, and then you just add some water with a brush. Could also use a mini mister spray tool if you have one, and you kind of resolve those colored flakes. Now I have my 12 by 12 piece of cardstock and a stencil, And I want to add 2 of the butterflies to my background with those 2 prepared media. And I'm just gonna start with placing a butterfly like here. And I'm just using a small sponge and the watercolor we just prepared, and I'm just stippling the sponge into the watercolor and onto my paper. And this gives us a nice watercolor effect. Let's say I'm going to place one there and another one down here. Just get some more of the watercolor and just stipple it on with your brush. Not brush, sponge, whatever. Alright, so this is the first layer. I'm just gonna dry this really quick. Alright, and the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna use another one of those butterflies, like this one. And now I'm gonna use the color gel medium we just prepared. And I'm just using one of those spatulas, and I'm putting some of my color gel medium onto the spatula and then just adding it to my stencil and just scraping it. Just gonna lift that off, and there you go. Okay, and I think I'm gonna add another butterfly down here. I'm just putting my stencil on and using my gel medium to cover another butterfly image of the stencil. Okay, lift that back off. There you go. Alright, now we're gonna let this dry, and then we have a nice fun background with a watercolor, butterflies, and some gel medium, dimensional butterflies. And then we will just go on with our layout. Okay, so I want to add some paper strips to my layout. And I'm just going to prepare them real quick. I have some watercolor paper. And I'm just using my gelato stick, the same color I used for the butterflies. And I'm just adding some of it to my piece of paper, and I think I'm gonna bring in another color. This is Aqua Dolce, which is very similar but just adds a little, a different shade. And let's see, maybe some metallic, yeah, the metallic mint. I'm gonna add some of this as well. Alright, now we got this surface covered. I'm just gonna use a brush with some water. I'm just gonna dilute and blend those colors. I'm just gonna spritz some water with my brush onto the paper, and then using a paper towel rolling it over. This kind of gives me a nice texture, so it doesn't really look like, you know, painted on, but you have all those little dots where the color is lifted back off, which looks kind of cute. Okay, now we're gonna let this dry as well. Okay, next I want to add some texture to this background, and I'm using the Elegant Fronts background stamp by Just Right stamps. And I'm just not putting it onto an acrylic block, because I like to just, you know, add parts of it. And I'm just grabbing my Faber Castell gelato stick again, adding some color directly onto the stamp. And let's add a darker hue. This one is a cotton candy. And by adding this color directly to your stamp, you also avoid those straight lines, because that's just me, maybe, but I don't like, you know, if I stamp an image, if you have those straight corners. And this way you have a nice blended border around your image, which I prefer. Okay, once you're done adding your gelato color to the stamp, you're just gonna use this small water spritzer from the tool set, and you just spritz the stamp with some water, which kind of activates the color on there. Oops. And then just go on here and stamp it. And I kind of liked, because this gives you a nice, like a watercolor effect, which I really like. Even better than if you would use a normal ink pad. This really looks interesting. You could even use this print again on some other paper, you know, to use later on, because there's still plenty of the color left. You could even still reactivate it one more time. See? And what I think is interesting, really each and every print looks different, you know, the colors, the shades of the colors, and that's pretty neat and really goes a long way. Alright, but let's concentrate on this one. Alright, now this is dry. You can already see, I'm not sure if you see this on camera, but you have two completely different types of butterfly prints. This one is like 3D, and this one is just plain watercolor. Right, now let's grab our piece of cardstock and I'm just gonna cut it into stripes, because I want to match my photo with those stripes, and I'm cutting them slightly uneven. And in different length. So I'm just grabbing all of those stripes, and I'm going to glue them down to my piece of cardstock. And I'm again just using some of the gel medium adding some of it directly to my cardstock. And then I'm just adhering those stripes. And I want them to only glue them down in the middle, so they're kind of lift at the edges. Okay, next I'm using some baker's twine, and I just want to layer some of it underneath the photo so it's kind of sticking out around the picture. So I'm just grabbing a bunch of it. Just make sure the ends go to the inside so you won't lose it. Like that. And then I'm just adding some 3D foam tape to the back of my picture. Now just glue it on there. And this will automatically hold the baker's twine in place. You can still tuck it in a little. Alright. Okay, next let's just add some letters and embellishments. First of all, I think I'm going to add a little title with some Prima alphabet stickers. What we got here. I kind of like the repetition in here, you know, the butterfly symbol, as well as the colors, because this kind of picks up the color of this and this. So it's a nice repetition. Maybe some, let's see what we got here. Some wooden embellishments. Kind of cute as well. And I'm just using my gel medium again to glue them down. think I'm gonna use those butterflies as well. They are those wooden veneers by Studio Calico, but I think I will just keep this large one with a wooden color. I'm just gonna add some of the gelato to this one to give it kind of the same color as the butterflies in the background. And you can just easily add the color directly from the stick to the wooden veneer and then just blend it with your finger. Okay, let's just adhere this with some gel medium as well. Of course you could use any type of glue, but I kind of use the gel medium as a sort of all-purpose glue. Like that, and the small one on top. Like that. A camera, and then we're done here, because I don't want to, you know, overload it. That is it, and we've got a really cute, quick scrapbook page, and I think it's kind of cool because you can really create very subtle and but still, you know, vibrant and really beautiful backgrounds just with your gelatos. And by mixing those gelatos with other media like the gel medium, you could of course also mix it with a glaze. This way you will get a media which is a little more shiny when it dries than a gel medium, and that's also a very you know, nice, interesting effect. Just, you know, play around and have some fun, and I hope you enjoyed this cute little project, and yeah, can't wait to see you next time. Bye!